Hi guys, this is Erika, and in today's video, let's talk about manifestation as always. But before we start, I want to remind you that we are giving away a free course, How to Identify Your Blocks to Manifest Anything Fast. All the details are down below. Also, if you would like to work with me one-on-one, I would love to help you. All the details are down below as well. And also, just FYI, I added more coaching hours during the week if you're interested in working with me. So yeah, let's start with this video. So this is the download that I had to talk about this, because sometimes I ask myself, what should I talk about next? So here it is. So I was thinking some of the things that maybe you already know it, right? But I intend that is going to help a lot of people in their manifestation journey, right? I think it's so important to know about these things to manifest consciously, because we're always manifesting, right? So one of the things that I was thinking that it is so important to be conscious of is the fact that the 3D is not concrete, right? It's not solid. That's why we shouldn't see whatever circumstance we're going through. We shouldn't see it as bigger than us, right? Something scary that I have to deal with, that it's going to be really difficult to change. No, I want you to start seeing reality, 3D reality, for what it is. It is malleable, right? It's like you're working with Play-Doh. I've talked about this before. And Neville used to talk about how like you're the potter, right? I think this was from like a verse in the Bible. We'll talk about it at the end of the video later on. But yeah, start seeing reality for what it is. It is malleable. Nothing is set in stone. It's not concrete. You don't have to deal with it if it's already there, if it's already manifested, right? So when you start seeing reality as malleable, as clay, like the potter, right? You are the potter, the one that's creating creation, right? You're the one that is, and it's not even that, like creation is finished, right? You're just selecting. But when we see reality for, oh, this is solid, I have to deal with this. Since you're the source of everything, you'll have to deal with that, the things you don't like. But when you know, when you recognize, when you remember that it's okay, I don't like this, I'm gonna change it. It's okay, I'm gonna change it. Why? Because I'm the source. And I can shift things, right? I can, shape it differently, because it's like Play-Doh. I don't like it. I'll choose something different. I'll change that 3D into something that I prefer and something that I choose, right? So I think that's like, it's like a big weight lifted off your shoulders. Oh, I think it gives us peace to know that you don't have to deal with that. Right? Like I just have to choose something else. I will change the appearance of that 3D that I don't like, because it's malleable. I'm the potter, and I'm gonna change my creations, right? Okay, something else that I think it's so important to remember when we're manifesting, it's knowing that imagination, that's where all the power is. That your imagination is that power of creation. They say that imagination is that God within. That's where all your power is. That is who you are. And just think of it, like whatever it is that you can imagine, it's easy to imagine it, right? I can imagine myself now that I'm in Paris. I can imagine myself having the most gorgeous, sexy body ever. I can imagine my bank account having millions. I can imagine myself, I'm in this gorgeous beach in Mexico, in Isla Mujeres. If you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. White sand, like gorgeous water, right? I can imagine myself, I don't know. I can imagine anything. I can imagine myself driving the car of my dreams. I can imagine anything. I can imagine eating a mango right now. I can imagine anything and everything, right? So by knowing that imagination, that's kind of like the source of everything that you want to experience. That imagination is your heaven. That imagination is who we actually really are. That imagination is like that that storefront or that warehouse where all of the things you want are there, right? That's why they say creation is finished, because you can, whatever you imagine is there for you to embody it, to choose it. But we shouldn't just see it as, oh yeah, it will be nice, but I'll never have it. No, just know that if I can imagine it, if I can see it in my mind, I can actually enjoy it in the 3D. How? By choosing that reality, by living in the end of already having that. Whatever it is, love, money, health, a car, trips, whatever it is. It's like the sky is the limit and there's no limit. So by knowing that if I desire it, it's already mine, all I have to do is live in that end of having it, think from the end of already having it, tuning in, feeling it like, oh, I already have it. How will you feel if you already have it? You will feel excited, you will feel at peace, you will feel relaxed, you will feel safe, whatever it is. That's why I love, you guys know, I love to tune into that reality where my person is telling me all the beautiful, wonderful things that I want them to feel about me. What I'm doing there is I'm tuning in to that reality, to that warehouse, to that imagination, to that world where it's already like that. And I persist in that no matter how the 3D looks like out there, right? Why? Because it's malleable. So all we have to do is keep tuning in to that world of imagination, to that power within, right? To the real world. We know, we understand that the 3D is just the product of that inner world. Everything it's that we enjoy right now, it was imagined by someone. Like everything, like this phone case, my makeup brushes, like everything, someone imagined it, right? The clothes we wear, the lights in my room, the decorations in, like everything is imagination, right? So we understand that 3D is the product of imagination. So why not live in that imaginal world where you have the love of your life, where they're committed to you, where you're married to them, where you're growing old, where you're having babies with them, or if it's money, where you're very successful, where your business is booming, where you have so many clients, where like literally like you're a money magnet, where you have no worries about how am I gonna pay bills, right? Where your abundance, or again, whatever it is, your health, the way your body looks, the way people treat you, the job you have, the car you drive, whatever, right? So all we have to do is understand that all I have to do is tune in to that imaginal world that is the real world. And knowing that by persisting in that imaginal beautiful world, that end where I already have it, I will be able to experience it in the 3D, right? And okay, so the next one, I only thought of 3, but I'm sure there's more, but literally those are I think the main things that we need. The third one, and super important one, the power of those 2 words, the 2 most powerful words, I am. I've said this before, I am is the name of God. Who you say you are, you become. So be very conscious of who you're saying that you are. Stop saying that I am, all the negative things, we're not even gonna mention it, right? And instead, whatever it is you desire, tell yourself, I am happiness, I am love, I am health, I am riches, I am chosen, I am loved, I am super wealthy, I am super lucky, I am extremely attractive, I am the best thing that has ever existed, I am the love of his life, I am the queen, I am the one they worship, I am all the beautiful, wonderful things. I am magnetic, I am irresistible, I am all the beautiful things, all the positive things. Because why? If knowing that those 2 words are so powerful and who you say you are, you become, you're literally embodying that version of you. Why choose negativity? If I know that I can have it all, why would I choose to be things that I don't want to be anymore? Why? Let's use that free will to only choose the things we love, the things that will make us happy. Instead of fear and anxiety, choose happiness and freedom and peace and harmony and feeling safe. Instead of loneliness, choose I'm loved by everyone. I am surrounded by wonderful people that love me, that adore me, that support me, that take care of me, right? Instead of poverty, choose abundance, luxury, freedom, financial freedom, peace of mind, right? So why choose with those two powerful words? Why choose all the negative things? No more. So be cautious of what you're thinking. Be cautious of what you're actually speaking to other people, right? Now don't freak out. Just be conscious, like, oh, what am I saying that I am? No, make the conscious decision to every day, throughout the day, tell yourself that you're all the beautiful things that you deserve to experience. And this is something that I was thinking. I've said this before. Imagine that when you say I am, it's literally like you're waving a magic wand, and it's your wishes are like your wish is my command. That you're rubbing that magic lamp where the genie is gonna come out and give it to you. Or imagine that when you say I am, it's literally like God is in front of you, like, okay, it's yours, right? Start having a lot of faith in those very simple words where all the power is. I am. And again, by combining these three concepts, you'll see how you'll feel so much better. You'll start to see changes in how you feel and how people treat you and the things that you start to experience, big and small. But stay there. But again, it's all about, I think I wanted to make this video because it's all about not thinking that I have to deal with all the things that I don't want to deal with. We don't have to stay there. But use the power that you are to shift that reality that you don't want anymore, that you don't enjoy, that you don't feel happy living in, right? So choose always what you desire, what will make you happy, what will give you butterflies, what will make you feel safe, what will make you feel loved, right? Always choose and positive, right? Always put yourself first, and in that beautiful reality where you're happy, you're living your best life, where everything is going your way, where you feel confident, etc., 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 right? By understanding these concepts. And you'll see how the magic will bling. But stop limiting yourself. It's all about not limiting yourself, not living in that limited, like, oh, I have to deal with this. No, you don't. Because of all the things that I mentioned before. Now I wanted to read this little bit of Neville. I'll tell you exactly what lecture it is, but okay, this is what I wanted to share. I tell you, man is all imagination, and God is man and exists in us and we in him. The eternal body of man is the imagination, and that is God himself. When this God awakens within you, his birth clothe you with everything said of him in scripture. It is said that he is the light of the world, that he is love, that he is the power and the wisdom of the universe. May I tell you, when he awakens in you, my laptop just died, sorry. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, when he awakens in you, you will be clothed with power, with wisdom, with light, and with love. And those whose eyes are open into the inner eternal world of thought will see you clothed as God. See what I'm talking about? It's all about tuning in to that imaginal world where you already have it, where your desires, where you are already enjoying your desires. And the fact that you can imagine it is because it already exists. But stay there, tune in. When you tune into that inner world, literally, like, you're connecting to that power of God that you are. And you're not, there's no limits. Again, you can imagine yourself having whatever, there's no limits. And if you persisted in that imaginal world, you will experience it. But stop believing that it's too good to be true. Oh, I will never have it. No, you can have it. But know that it's already me. It's already mine. And then there was something else I wanted to share. Start now to create the scene which, if true, will imply the fulfillment of your desire. If you will, there is no power that can stop its coming into being. There's no power. Really, like you have the power to move mountains. So stop limiting yourself. There is no power that can stop its coming into being, because your Lord is your Father, meaning your imagination, who is your potter, shifting that clay, that Play-Doh, that 3D. And your desire is clay in God's hands, in his hands. So rise and go down to the potter's house, the imagination, said the Lord to the prophet Jeremiah, and there I will let you hear my words. So I went down to the potter's house, and there he was working at his wheel. Although the clay in his hand was spoiled, he didn't discard it, but reworked it into another vessel, as it seemed good to the potter to do. See, nothing is spoiled. Nothing is set in stone. It's ruined, meaning the 3D, oh my gosh, I don't want to experience that. Well, guess what? You just have to reshape it, remold it, because it's clay, because it's Play-Doh. You don't like it? Choose again, choose different, choose in your favor, because you are the source. You are the one that's molding everything, right? Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that amazing? Isn't that powerful? Doesn't that give you peace? So that is who we are. We have all the power. All the power. So let's use it in our favor instead of using it to experience all the things we don't want, right? Okay, so the lecture is it's a lecture from November 7 of 69. And it's called The Lord Our Potter by Neville. So, okay guys, so I don't want to make this video too long, but I intend that it helped you. I intend that you're going to put this into practice right away. I intend that you're going to stop limiting yourself. I intend that you're going to start living the life of your dreams, because you deserve it, because it's already yours. I intend all the wonderful, beautiful things that are there for you to take. Okay, everything you desire, everything that you can imagine, it's already yours. So own it, okay? I love you guys so much. You know what to do if you would like to work with me. I'll see you next week. And thank you for liking, watching, and subscribing. Bye.